Hey guys, thank you for joining me today on Godspot. I want to talk to you about the downside of EQ in leadership. And yes, it's a thing. In Luke 2:52, it says that Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and men. If there's one individual who had a high EQ, it was Jesus. But the downside of having a high EQ is that he felt the pain of those around him. Now, leadership differs in how well those individuals navigate relationships, stress, and social dynamics. Those who recognize their emotions, understand them, and manage them effectively are thought to be emotionally intelligent people. And let me just say this, we need more of them, that's for sure. Now, there are 5 primary components that are unpacked in EQ. Number 1, those with a high EQ recognize their own emotions, they're self-aware. Number 2, they manage their own emotions instead of being controlled by them, which is a self-regulation. Number 3, they use emotions to pursue goals, to motivate themselves and motivate others. And number 4, they understand other people's emotions and perspectives, which is about empathy. And finally, number 5, they handle relationships skillfully. They've got some social skill. Now, because leadership depends heavily on human dynamics, including building trust, elevating morale, working through conflict, and applying influence, a brilliant person with that emotional intelligence will often underperform as a leader. So having a high EQ, I think, is a benefit. It really will help you. But there is a downside. Can a leader be too emotionally intelligent? Well, it can be a thing. While being emotionally intelligent is not about being nice, showing endless empathy, or pleasing people, it can become a liability in certain situations for specific leaders in ministry or in church or in business. So firstly, let me give you a few examples. Highly empathetic leaders generally have a hard time terminating poor performers. They feel they have people in their business or in their team that's been very loyal. They're just generally good people. They've got a great relationship, but they're not performing. And so those with a high EQ can find it really hard to terminate those individuals. Number 3, someone with a high EQ can sometimes delay decisions and avoid conflict of a tough conversation, all in the name of social harmony. And then number 3, while emotionally intelligent leaders are not soft on accountability, they are prone to over-accommodate emotions and become so focused on preserving harmony that performance can suffer. And this can be a real problem with your team, with your department, with your business, or your ministry. So emotionally aware leaders can also become dependent on buy-in, alignment, and general consensus. And so what happens, they become a consensus addict. They want everyone on board to agree with them, and this can cause a lot of problems. It can prevent moving forward. It can prevent innovation. It can prevent all sorts of things, and they can lack the courage to follow through on what needs to be done to get the job done. I know as a CEO, I have to have a high EQ, but at the same time, I need to be able to make a decision. And although other people may not like it, I need to be able to make a decision and walk with it and live with it and make it for the good of the company, for the good of the ministry, the good of the church, whatever it might be, and understand, have the bigger picture. And so there is a downside to EQ, but in general, let me just say this, and I'm going to wrap it up with this. We need more people with a high EQ. I don't think we have enough. And so there needs to be a balance, if you can. Build up your EQ and understand there needs to be a balance between compassion, clarity, and a courage to decide, which means you need empathy that is guided by judgment and backed by decisive action is usually the best brand of leadership. I hope this really helps you. When I first read into this, started studying, it really helped me. I hope it helps you. Hit the like button, share it with someone else, and thanks for listening.